way to start off our Sunday and remind us that we're resilient.
The ferries turned off the computer and nobody knew until this morning. Of course, then it's got to do 100 updates and so.
Always good. Oh yeah, maybe. It could have been anything, but we're here now. We got it.
That's right.
We'll be good.
We're live.
We're alive. If we want to start by singing the opening song. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. I can feel the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Our Sunday services are being live streamed. You can help donate, help support our ministry by donating. Hello. You can go to PayPal, where it is unitybillings@gmail.com, or you can go to our website, unityofbillings.org, and there's a nice little donate button. You can click on there. Every little bit of that is super appreciated, as well as the love that comes with it. Helps us keep the lights on, helps us keep live streaming, and keep spreading.
And super easy to use the donate button on our website.
It is easy to use the donate button on the website. It's got variable amounts or like predetermined amounts, or you can pick just an amount that you want to give, that you're able to give. And if you're here, obviously, you can just give in person, and we love all of it. And we appreciate it. We've got some announcements. Looks like we are continuing our food collection in the lobby until the end of February. So if you have any non-perishables that have been sitting in your cabinet for too long, bring them here, and we will make sure that they get to somebody who needs them, and we'll definitely use them. March 21st, we have the Step Into Your Magic Festival, which if you haven't been to one of Marsha's festivals, they're super cool, super fun. This whole place just comes alive and it is amazing. And then afterwards, we are going to have the Spring Equinox Sound Bath as well. It's going to be a busy, busy day up in here, but a very fun day. Our meditation room is available at 9:30 a.m. on Sundays and Monday and Tuesday evenings from 7 to 8 p.m. So if you need a calm, serene place to gather your thoughts, spend a little time in the silence, do some meditating, it's a great space for that. Very nice. And our February speakers, today we have the lovely Rev Edee Weigel, somewhere. She's talking about love, which is so fitting and always a good subject. We can always use more of that. And on February 22nd, we've got Reverend Phil Zenke. Is he going to be here in person? Probably. Unless the weather decides to be like February. Okay. And then March 1st, we'll have Reverend Edee Weigel again. March 8th, Reverend Edee Weigel again. And on the 15th is our annual congregational meeting. So if you are a Unity attender, get in here. Come make your voice heard. And now we'll do the Unity song with David Friedman.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already here. real. There is no one out there. There is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me. There's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you. I will always be. I am one. I am unity. We are one. We are unity.
See those winter pictures and I'm like, wait a minute. Is it? It should be. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna write wow, I can't talk today. I'm glad that I'm just doing platform and y'all don't have to sit here and listen to this. I'm gonna light the Christ candle now. And the Christ candle is a reminder of the Christ light within all of us and within our service today. The reading of the daily word. You think I have it memorized by now? So today's daily word is divine order. Imagine that. We're in it, y'all. We're in it. I love it. What a way to make a point. If you'll affirm with me, divine order. My life and all life is in divine order. When I encounter delays and setbacks, or the world is changing in ways I find unsettling, my life may feel chaotic, even out of control. Even though I know divine order underlies all things, it doesn't always feel that way. I remind myself that order is a spiritual truth, always present. I don't need to pray for it or even work toward it. I need only affirm it and trust it is unfolding, especially when I see no evidence of it. I pray not to invoke divine order, but to bolster my awareness of it. I affirm divine order and feel comforted and assured of God's presence in and through all things. As I return my attention to the world around me, I discover evidence of order everywhere I look. He said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear." Luke 12:22. If you'll affirm with me again, my life and all life is in divine order. And our Unity Foundation principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And our lovely Unity of Billings affirmation, crafted by Charlene Inglis over there. Thank you, lady. Through divine wisdom and grace, Unity of Billings is vibrant, healing, and inclusive. And if we'll just take a moment and gather our love offerings, just hold them in your heart for a moment and see them going out into the world, out into our community, doing all the things they need to do, touching all the lives they need to touch, and making changes where it needs to be made. And just know that that's happening. Know that that is real. And then if you'll affirm with me, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. And we are grateful. And then we have some special music, I think. Excuse me. Woof. Divine order, divine order. That was nice. Speaking of blessings, let's bless the love offering and just, again, see the ripple that that love offering creates. Watch it in your mind. Watch the rings of that ripple just spread out into the world, and know that every bit of that, even if it's non-monetary, even if your love offering is your time or your energy or your thoughts, every bit of it moves through spirit and moves through the world and goes exactly where it needs to go. And that is comforting. And so without further ado, let us welcome the lovely Reverend Edee Weigel, talking about love. Divine order.
So nice to see you. Watch out, I just grabbed your sweater.
That's okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Divine order in all ways. And divine water. H2O. Gotta make you laugh. So, today is the day after Valentine's. I say to myself, Valentines are still floating in the air. And I say, what do you think that we're creating that's floating around us this morning in our universe? And I was going to say, show of hands. Everybody give me a word. What are we creating this morning?
Peace.
Peace, love,
Joy.
joy, hope,
Delight.
delight. I see delight. What I saw this morning was Charlene was very lucky at bingo, and when she saw this, she says, I'm going to give it to Edie. Well, of course, it's a God wink. The day that the man finished this happens to be my birthday.
Oh, wow.
2-2, so it's right there. So God has blessed us all with a God wink, synchronicity. And it looks just like my first horse, Maggie May. Maggie May. For some reason, I must have picked up a frog when I was driving in. Oh, probably was singing in my car too loud, huh? But I'm focusing on love. I think this is going to work. Yeah, I'll just have that voice like this. I'm focusing on love. Focusing on love will change your brain chemicals. You just get into this consciousness of love. Love the kitties, love the sky, love sitting on my porch with bare feet because it's so warm. It's beautiful. I see next week we're going to have a chance of snow and rain every day. Gargling, no. Focusing on love. And it keeps your mental clarity functioning at peak levels. So the more you use the word love in your conversations, oh, I just love that, or oh, I just love you. You know, pretty much texting. Every time I hang up with someone, I love you, you know. Sometimes I say it to people, oh God, I didn't mean to say it to that person. I love you anyway, it's all fine. I grew up, I'm a hippie, we had love-ins. But love will bring joy, peace, and enthusiasm to every moment of your life. I mean, love is magic. Love creates this magic in your life. And the one thing I love is getting up on Sunday morning and knowing that I'm going to get to come here. This is my destination. So with love as your focus, you'll manifest more things to love. So you're focusing on love and you're feeling love. We are loved and empowered by a benevolent universe. And this is a benevolent universe. And if you choose to see otherwise, then that's your dharma to deal with. But I'm giving you the good news. You can focus on the good, and the good gets stronger. The people that are experiencing less than good, they're experiencing something that they needed to know. But everyone has a choice. No matter what your belief system is, our thoughts create our world. My mother had a little thing she'd say, do not complain, you'll manifest more of the same. So when you complain, you manifest more of the same. I like to say, no matter what happens, it's just supposed to be that way. I got a little Pollyanna head in the sand thing. No matter what happens, it's supposed to be that way. But I do try to make a blend of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thinking about good old Clint Eastwood there. Do not complain. It'll manifest more of the same. So today I'm talking about love and all the many aspects that love can be experienced. We can discover, as spiritual beings, a power greater than any we have ever known before. It's the power of love, and the power of love harnessed to put to work. Power of love harnessed and put to work in our lives. It changes us and our view on what we can create in our world and our consciousness. The power of love is the defining force. God is love. I am love. What a wonderful affirmation. Let's affirm together. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. You know, I start off the day and I just want to fill my brain with something that just sparks the right ding, synapses. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am loved. I believe in God. I believe that God is love. And the living spirit of love, almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent love. This one love manifests itself in and through all creation. God manifests as love, and love is within each and every one of us. We experience love to the degree that we become conscious of it. We experience love to the degree that we become conscious of it. You could be in Walmart and look over and see a young man looking down into the cradle, and his eyes just light up, his little push cart with the baby in there. His eyes just lit up, and I looked at him and I went, there is love. I can just see it. And I had to peek in there and see the little tiny baby looking up at his dad. I mean, what a moment. I looked at him, he looked at me. I said, that's so great. I mean, even at Walmart, you can see love. So everything becomes more powerful as you pay attention to it. Uh-oh. That's the, oh no. Whatever you pay attention to will become resonating in your life. I don't remember who was speaking. It might have been like Joe Dispenza. Is that his name? Joe Dispenza? He says, I think he said this. I listen to so many wonderful things. The quantum field always says yes. Always. The quantum field always says yes. You go, oh, I have a headache. Yes. Oh, I'm worried about that. Yes. Oh, I'm going to manifest enough money to get all the cats fixed at the vets. Yes. Yes, it's happening tomorrow with a convoy of cages in my truck. I've been training them all to get in. A sardine in each cage. Yeah, I'm still like a horse. Get up, load up. And they all get in there, and Colin laughs at me. Colin works for me. And we experience love to the degree that we become conscious of it, but we have to become conscious. You know, my mother made a joke. She says, consciousness is a great thing. Unconsciousness, not so much. Don't be unconscious. I believe that love is the eternal spirit within us, and it is our God self. And when you really feel your God self and you feel that love, it's bigger than the entire universe, and it's available to each and every one of us. Just remember, quantum field, God always says yes. It's like, I see rain and maybe a little snow coming. Yes, I'm doing my rain dance. It's forever and ever expanding, and it never stops. We become aware of this expansion of the spirit and the expansion of our God self. Then we experience a connection with the love within us that can change the concepts of our world. In fact, our entire universe will change as this love within becomes our guiding light. And it's our only light. Our guiding light is love. And we can choose to live in this harmony of divine love. Lately, I've had to let go of a few people that are just not on the same commitment to divine love, consciousness, as I am. I've decided that being alone and being very, very quiet probably beats the heck out of having someone yammering in my head, face, ear, complaining about all the negatives in their life. I just look at it, well, I've talked to you for years. I've given you every tool available that's known to mankind. But if you want to be in that, then go over there, because I don't want to listen anymore. The more spiritual you get, you kind of weed out your little garden. You know, what kind of plants you're going to let grow in your life. So I've had to make some choices lately. But all we need to know about love is that it flows freely from within. It flows freely from within. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore wrote, "With every thought, there's a radiation of energy." Isn't it great that they knew all that cool stuff too? No, wait a minute. They knew it before we did. Isn't it great to think how they'd all sit down together and they had this fellowship? And that's what I want. I want a fellowship of people who know the truth and use the truth and have an expanded consciousness. Lately, I've been working with some young people that are newly sober, young people newly sober, people that have maybe spent a little time in jail, people that are trying really hard to get through a new way of living sober. And I went to a little meeting the other night. It's kind of my little outreach thing. And there's this young Indian boy with this beautiful long hair. And he came through the door and our eyes met and he saw me. He goes, "Yay, you're here." And I said, "Look at you. Look at you." He said, "I feel it. I feel it." And it's just, I got chills even thinking about it again. You could see the glory of God, just the light flowing out of him. It's just, we all just went, you get this perma smile. You just feel so good for these young people that are making a choice to really do something great. So it's like, keep coming back. It works, you know. God bless them all. We hold our hands and we say the Lord's Prayer together. But with every thought, there's a radiation of energy. So why not choose love? Let's try a little experiment. Take a moment, possibly close your eyes, and think of something or someone who's really a challenge to love. I wrote this about a week ago. Think of somebody or someone who's a challenge to love, or a situation, and ponder on this a few moments and wait. Can you see how much of your emotional involvement energies change when you love yourself enough to slightly disengage from the drama? You know, I write these talks for myself. I share them with you guys. Slightly disengage from the drama. How about more self-love here? Self-love. How about enough self-love to disengage completely? Julia Cameron has this funny thing she talks about in the artist's way, and it's called the crazy maker. The crazy maker. And I thought to myself, oh, I was listening to Julia Cameron on tape coming in, a CD, the artist's way, talking about crazy makers. She's all, you choose your crazy makers because they work so well to block you. And I thought, I haven't painted a picture in a year because I was spending all my time on the phone, actually putting it down while this one person went on for like an hour straight without ever asking me, how are you today? How you doing? Da, da, da. I just put it down. I thought, well, maybe just by listening to her, I can do some good. But I decided what about me? Disengage completely, because guided by our ever-increasing spiritual awareness, we can see the truth of what any energy besides love does to our bodies, our minds, our spirits, and our lives. If you have the energy of love in your life, you know it. So whatever a person has to deal with, I can pray from a distance. I choose love. As ever-aware spiritual beings. Now I say these things, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. Are we ever aware? We're always aware. No, we forget. And it'd be like maybe trying to run across the yard in your bare feet to get something, and you go, wait a minute, I can't cross over this without my flip-flops. We have to be aware. Are we channeling love? Are we funneling love? Are we spreading love? Because if you're not, you're missing out on a really great opportunity. You know, I like to sow some beautiful flower seeds in my garden, but we can use the power of love to change things. We have the personal power to send love as a healing energy to every situation that needs healing. And when events or circumstances make us angry or sad or overwhelmed, those feelings impact your health. You know, it's almost like if you allow yourself to get into that lower consciousness, the quantum field goes, okay, yes, you want more of the same? Well, here it is on the conveyor belt. Conveyor belt, I'm thinking about I Love Lucy when they were putting the chocolates in their mouth as fast as they could. God, you had to love her. She was a Leo, by the way. Great businesswoman. But those feelings impact our lives and they impact our health, and we lose the connection to our higher self. But we can align our mind with God mind. We can choose to focus on thoughts, feelings, and actions with the highest aspiration, with a simple affirmation. I am love. Aspiration with a simple affirmation. I am love. And as I'm reading this out loud, I went, oh, this is deja vu. I've actually dreamed that I was here saying this. Aspiration of a simple affirmation. I am love. When we are tempted to fall out of blissful joy of living in the consciousness of love, we affirm, I am love. I am loved. We immediately steer back to safety and we choose to stay on the love beam. I wrote that and I thought, the love boat. The love beam. We stay in love. We feel blissful. The consciousness of love will make you feel happy. A sure sign that you're on your right path is that it brings you joy. One of my mother's favorite affirmations was, I now manifest the consciousness of love. I now manifest the consciousness of love. And her other affirmation was, I am the consciousness of love. We can choose to live in a consciousness of love. It's okay to write yourself a note and put it on the bathroom mirror. I now choose to live in a consciousness of love. Why not change? Why not release the past? Why not try an experiment? Try to use the word love very often. Like, I love this church. I love you guys. I love my big old truck. I love this weather. I am loving the fact that it's going to snow and rain. It's in the forecast. But what we need more than anything else, and above everything else, is the quiet confidence that there is a power greater than we have previously known, and it is available to each and every one of us. There's a power greater. Every single day can be an uptick in this power, because the quantum field always says yes. And my mother taught me early in life to just say, God knows what is the best. Trust will create miracle. I love the idea of consider the power of perfect faith, knowing that this outcome will be the way it's supposed to be, to affect everyone in the best way. But love flows where energy goes. You got to put that energy of love on a situation. I remember my mom used to say, well, just put some love on that. Driving through Los Angeles, we had the Watts riots right down the street. Remember Mother driving along, she goes, just pretend we have this big gun on top of the car and it's shooting out hearts of love on everyone. We had to make it right by where we could see the black smoke coming up. They were burning buildings. And I saw it on the black and white TV just for a moment before she switched it off. No, I don't want that in your consciousness, dear. She would always change the channel. But we drove right past where it was happening. She goes, we're shooting out the love beams now. I got visualize those hearts going out to all those people. Peace, peace, peace. And then, and she's driving. What did we have? A car. It was a Plymouth, and it was bright turquoise and black. One of those colors from the 50s, And I thought, Mother, Mother picked turquoise and black car. I mean, wow. I always think of her like those two colors together, back in the good old days, those colors. But I love using the word love. It's either all connected in the energy of love or it's not. I mean, when you say I love something, you're going to love it into being something that you can love. You're going to change your vibrational, energetic tuition that you're maybe getting from a situation. I mean, sometimes I have things happen that'd be just like reaching a drawer and a mousetrap stuck on my finger. And I'm like, wow, that hurts. And I went, oh, I'm above the pain. Boom. I can choose to just rise above it. We need to pay attention to the energies that we're using as fuel. Fuel. Because we can use anger as fuel. We can use frustration as fuel. We can, it's like it's eating it up, And you get used to using anger as fuel, and all of a sudden you go, oh, whoa. All fuel has a waste product. But when you use love as fuel, it just self-sustains itself. So you jump from the darkness to the light. There's only two things in this world, darkness and light. There's no in between. So you choose every day who you're going to serve. I choose to serve the light. Love is a clean energy source. It burns clean. I woke up this morning. I didn't want to wake up at 4 o'clock. The cats had the zoomies, which also includes them galloping across the top of me as I'm sleeping. Dun, 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 dun. So they woke me up. And so I just decided to lay there and say every prayer I knew by heart, the Lord's Prayer, the 23rd Psalm, and one that I made up. Thank you, Lord, for this cozy bed with guardian angels watching over my head. And sometimes as a special treat, the little kitties curl up by my feet. Little tiny Rocky goes, please, I want to go under the covers. I let her under. She walks down, turns around, comes back up on the side of my face. She's about this big. Still, Rocky. Using the power of love as the fuel to solve problems, challenges. Problems and challenges are maybe our view on the situation. Like we can kind of change the script and kind of morph it into being something else. I've had some really interesting opportunities lately where my first reaction was, wow, there's a mousetrap on the finger. Done. But when you can look at it and say, I'm coming from a place of love. How would I like to rewrite the script? Oh, I'm such a nice person. I always do such nice things. No matter what happens, I always have a positive outlook. I talk to myself. But using fear or pain or ego or anger as fuel guarantees it's going to have a negative outcome. Oh, no. Mr. Bell, oh, no. If you use the wrong fuel to put yourself through life, you're just going to create a negative outcome. When you use the power of love, it's guaranteeing a positive outcome. So the choice is up to you. Look at how wonderful it is. I can choose. You can choose. We all can choose. Love is my reason for being. Love is my reason. I think some of you knew that my YouTube reason was to be able to get enough money to buy Emily a new car. I don't know, did you guys, anyone know that? That's why I'm working on my YouTube so hard, because within 3 years, you get monetized. I get subscriptions. So I'm always making really fun courses and meditations and anything I can think of, and I'm just bombing every day uploading. I've actually discovered a really fun thing to do that's very different than anything I've ever done before. Slow motion, add music, it's just fun. Meanwhile, I'm doing all of this. I could see Emily driving this beautiful car. I was like, I could just visualize going to the lot and saying, what car would you like? And letting her pick out the one. Well, the other day she called me, she goes, oh, there's this really nice guy that works with this other guy that I know, and he had this beautiful sports Subaru, and we ended up buying it, and it was just a really great deal. He lowered the price for us, and she brought it the other day and drove in, and it's like sage green sport, and she drove in, and her face was lit up, and I looked at her and I went, okay, we manifested a new car. And it's really sporty to drive. You know, she just came zipping in. She's been helping me clean my house a little there, you know, so I looked at her and I went, I see the joy in her face. She's kind of like my daughter. I mean, when you love someone, don't you want to see the joy in their face? She had the music going and she drives in, she goes, ha ha, look at the car. Sage green, beautiful car, and safe, you know, Subarus are wonderful. So that was my reason. And now I'm like, well, what else am I going to do? Oh, well, buy more cat food. I only have 7 now. I found homes for 3. We delivered them the other day. I told Colin that works for me, I said, well, now we're professional cat haulers too. Put them in, and they were all so good. None of them yowled or complained or anything. They're just riding along. Okay, where are we going? The choice is up to us that we can choose love as our fuel. You know, there's no problem in this world that enough love cannot change it. We either change the situation or we change our understanding of the situation. The ego, anger, something, it can get in the way of us seeing the truth. You know, Jesus said you can know the truth and the truth will set you free. And I do believe he meant the power of love changes things. And remember, the quantum field always says yes. Remember to ask for what you want. Just say, I'd really like some rain. Yes. I know we're always going to get enough rain. Yes. And the horses ate the pasture down to that high, so they're in the barn now eating hay. So I just, okay, the grass will grow. It'll be fine. But when we choose the power of love, this is the essential guide for healers and healing. When you're coming from a place of love, it aligns you with the highest, finest power of the universe. And your ability to love is unlimited. I want to love as big as the universe. Boy, I said that, I got chills. Oh. Love, light, joy, and healing is ours now. It does not need to come from outside of you. No one has the power over your ability to love. You are unlimited. We can realize now that as we love ourselves, we extend that love to others. We extend it to everyone, even other drivers. My mother always says, learning to love something that's hard to love is a great workout for your mental flexibility. Learn to love a situation into wholeness. I can really feel my mother lately. I'm like, okay, Mom, thank you. She'd be 100 years old. She was born in 1926. Isn't that funny? You can realize that if you love yourself, you extend that love to all your situations, but you also can understand that only the ego can tempt you to use fear, pain, or anger as fuel. It's only the ego. And I'm always like, thank you. I do not need your help. It's okay to pat your ego on the head. It's like a watchdog. It's just trying to help. I don't need you. I don't need my ego anymore. No. It's okay to pat your ego on the head and say, thank you for trying to help me, but I don't need your level of energy or consciousness. It's okay to love your ego and release it. We release it. Inner wisdom comes from meditation, and a happy life is a gift from meditation. So I'm always encouraging you guys, please, even if it's only 10 minutes, sit down somewhere, hopefully out in the sunshine or on your porch. Just close your eyes. We have meadowlarks singing at my ranch. I have never had meadowlarks this time of year. And that just every morning I go out with my YouTube video, and I was videoing the sound of the birds singing. Came out so great in the movie, posted it. There's thousands of people. Meadowlark morning in Montana. Thousands of people. It was, oh, the beautiful birds singing. So glad it came through so clearly. The quiet emotions. quiet peace, quiet love, quiet beauty arrive into your consciousness like rays of a beautiful sunrise. You never know how deep you can go until you start going there. You gotta go. You gotta go into the consciousness of love. Treat yourself like the beautiful cosmic creation that you are. I am a beautiful cosmic creation. Yahoo! Use the power of love to raise your consciousness. Use the power of love to find answers. It's your choice. Live boldly. Choose love. Liberate your authentic self. We were all born in love. As little children, we mostly just saw things we loved. We're reaching for what we love. Love for your fuel. You can easily connect with your inner wisdom. So love is the fuel that will connect you to this inner voice. It's like, I love my intuition. My intuition always tells me what to do. Quantum field says yes. My intuition always is guiding me. Yes. You can connect with your inner wisdom and you will then discover what your ego was hiding from you all along. Oh my God, I wrote this down. Your ego was hiding. You will discover your highest aspirations and your higher power. Using love as your fuel, you will create and sustain a new inner chemistry for self-healing and self-empowerment. New inner chemistry. I wrote that down. Ooh. So, in closing today, I'd really like to share another beautiful Lee Harris video, which because beautiful Clayton is here today, he can help bring it up on the screen. So we're going to watch this together, and if you can, sing along a little bit. It's about love, of course. Thank you, Lee Harris. And afterward, I'll do the benediction. Yes.
Awaken my heart to love. I 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 am rising in love. I am opening to love. I awaken my to love. I awaken my heart to love. Love is rising. Heart is rising. I am rising. I am rising in love. I am allowing love in. I awaken my heart to love. I awaken my heart to love. I allow myself to love. I awaken my heart to love. To awaken my heart to I allow my heart to fill my body. I am becoming love.
Thank you, Lee Harris. Lee Harris. I have probably 7 or 8 of those play every morning on my TV. So Lee Harris, I'm highly recommending, because this kind of song as a singing mantra affirmation, it actually takes over your subconscious mind and it kind of drowns out the other little, I call it, remember the space debris, monkey mind. So let's stand up for the benediction. Right here, right now, we acknowledge love as our superpower. We acknowledge love as the fuel that guarantees a positive outcome. Love as our superpower. Love is our superpower, and we empower each other with the power of love. Let's go out into the world with an attitude of grace and magic, joy, and a personal sense of power. We love everything, and I love you. God bless you all. Namaste.